What's up, my fellow riders? Down South Dunn, coming to you from the HTX. And yeah, today's episode, man, is gonna be about how I feel the hayabusa chose me. So let's get into it. First off, I achieved this bike. It's a second gen hayabusa. I achieved it because my cousin got into an accident, and you know, his loss, my gain for sure. Even though I truly believe at this point in time you shouldn't do business with family members, but you know, that's just my personal opinion. I do have good reason, so I'll get into that later. But I feel like the bike chose me because I got it through those particular circumstances, and I kind of wanted a Busa for quite a while. Just never really pulled the trigger on it because I started riding Harleys, and it was just kind of one of those bikes I wanted. You know, I love all two wheels, but I wanted this bike in particular because it's one of the bigger sport bikes, and I'm a big guy, so I definitely don't fit on everything. 6'4", 300 pounds, and the Hayabusa is definitely one of those big boy bikes. It's not one of those bikes that I feel, you know, like a lot of people complain about the Hayabusa. Oh, it's big, it's heavy. Shit, so am I. So what difference does it make? You know, and it, to me, I guess for you smaller guys, this feels like, I guess, pretty much a 600 or 750 to me. Because of the weight, it's not hard for me to flick this bike. So that's one of the reasons I wanted it. And the fact that I was used to riding Harleys, you know, full baggers, this was definitely easy as hell for me to maneuver. So it almost felt like child's play. So all those other complaints that guys, you know, have, the little smaller guys, hey, I get it. It's not for everybody. There is a bike for everybody. So I don't know what kind of distortion I'm getting. Its winds are kind of high today. But basically wanted to say the opportunity that I had and the fact that this came through the way it did. You know, he broke all different. He got in an accident. Pickup truck bumped him. Bike just kind of slid, but completely ran over him. I don't know if it was a drunk situation, but it was definitely a hit and run type situation. And didn't work out too well for him. He spent a little while in the hospital. So I picked the bike off of him, paid him in a couple of payments, you know, because it wasn't a priority on my list to get this bike. Had other things I was trying to do, but it worked out like it should have. So hey, now I'm proud owner of a Busa. I definitely intended on getting another hog with the money that I spent on this, and that's just because I'm a seasoned rider and I got well over 20 plus years in the seat, and I have skin in the game for sure. I've been down before, and the only time I've been down was being on a sport bike. So I crashed at one point, and I was a little younger, and I ended up crashing at 130 miles an hour. And I had on gear. Thank God I had on gear. Had on boots. Had on a jacket. Had on a good helmet. Had some so-so pair of gloves. And still ended up, you know, breaking a leg. Maybe my boots didn't come up high enough. Hell, maybe I should have had shin protection. But, you know, it was what it was, and I learned from my lesson. You know, learned from that particular lesson. So, with all that being said, here I am with this opportunity, and I'm not mad about the situation. Not mad about how I came upon this bike. Now, what I am mad about is that how much the game has changed out here in the streets, considering I've been riding, you know, hogs for so long, and things just happen to change with the way guys, you know, they get out here, do their little squid thing, ride crazy, no respect for the streets. I mean, and that, you know, it's your bike, you do you. Just don't involve me, you know. I don't want to be in no more accidents. And I've had 3, and like I say, they all have been on sport bikes. And I guess it's really more of having control. Now, I have to admit, you do have more control on a sport bike versus you being, you know, on a cruiser. And mainly because of the upright position that you hold, I think you have more control leaning forward a little bit more. And, you know, the fact that you're more involved, but you definitely have to pay attention because these streets will kill you. But, you know, I'm here now. I'm back on a sport bike, and I honestly feel like I want a taste of all bikes. I want to get me another dirt bike of some sort, dual sport. I love playing in the dirt. It's one of the reasons I'm a Jeeper. Going off-road is awesome, you know, and I don't have to deal with crazy-ass people out here on the road. So with that being said, I'm back out here in the streets. Even though the game has changed, hey, I still love to ride. You know, I get myself out here and enjoy myself, get this freedom. The good thing about a sport bike is the maneuverability and being able to get out of situations and having that power to move your ass when shit gets rough. And that's something that, you know, that I kind of like feared about being back on a sport bike. And I always wear gear, you know, no matter what. I don't give a damn what the situation is. You got to put your gear on, man, because that concrete ain't no joke. And I feel like a lot of the reasons a lot of these guys don't wear gear is because they never been down. If you got a taste of this hot-ass concrete in Texas, oh yeah, it's gonna get your mind right. So don't just learn from other people's mistakes. You know, get your lesson in now, and don't pay for it with your own skin. So with that being said, my next episode, stay tuned for If You Ride, You Gonna Fall. Famous words by Cat Williams, and it's so true. So you guys stay tuned. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm out.